What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So you saw the thumbnail, you saw the title. We've got some Issey fragrances. One I've been wanting to get for a long time now. Bleu Astral in the Nuit Issey line. Been a long time coming. I've been meaning to get this. I've seen the notes a few times. I don't remember them off the top of my head. And we've got, if I can turn the box correctly, Issey Eau de Parfum. I do have the Eau de Toilette. Finally grabbed the smaller bottle. Got a 50 ml of the Eau de Parfum just to check it out. So I did grab these at Joma Shop. They'll pop up on screen randomly. So you can grab them in the link below if you want to grab anything. Of course, you don't have to buy nothing to watch this video. It's just there if you want to do some shopping. But let's see, is this better than the EDT? Because I'll elaborate why I say that in a minute. And I have no expectations here. I expect at least good. It's Issey Miyake. Stay tuned.
Back again, yet again, once again.
Always giving you the real, one fragrance at a time. It's TLTG reviews, baby.
So we might as well start with Issey Eau de Parfum. Now, I was one of those that kind of, I didn't shit on the Eau de Toilette. I was just like, it's kind of basic, and, nothing special. And I elaborated, if you have a bigger collection, I could see how this is kind of boring in the, basic aquatic, citrus, musk, done to death kind of fragrance. And I mean, out the woodworks. People, it's amazing, TLTG. What you talking? This is great. I get compliments. It's awesome. Look, show me on the trophy where my fragrance opinion hurt you. Here, I bet it was here. Is that where it hurt you? In your vagina? Calm down, people. Calm down. Boy, everybody wants to hear something that's not glaringly positive until it's a fragrance they thoroughly enjoy. It's just my opinion. Again, I didn't crap on the Eau de Toilette. I gotta admit, this bottle does look nicer than the Eau de Toilette, which let's grab the Eau de Toilette, shall we? It's right here. Have the bigger bottle of those. Again, not a bad fragrance. And if you have a smaller collection, sure, I'm sure it has a great place in your collection. But if you have 3,000 fragrances, or a third of that, 1,000, 500 fragrances, 200 fragrances, you're bound to have something very similar to this that does the same job, that has a similar profile. That's all I was saying. Boy, I'm telling you, this is a sensitive ass community. This is a sensitive ass hobby. Sensitive as shit, boy, I'm telling you. But Zodiac Solmaris from Paris Corners and Eau de Parfum of the EDT, like it's higher concentration. So I expect it to smell similar to that because I really like the Paris Corner clone of Issey, and it was an Eau de Parfum concentration. So I expect that I'm going to like this one quite a bit more. So let's see what we got. I do like the gradients with this gunmetal color is much nicer. It makes the bottle look much cooler. Let's see what we're working with. So I expect maybe a little bit of fresh spice added to the mix. Again, I've looked at the notes. I don't remember them off the top of my head. I'm thinking a little bit of a fresh spice, still aromatic, watery, musky, all that. It's a bit more punchy than the EDT. Definitely smells like a slightly sweetened aromatic with some spice. Kind of predictable, I mean, I'm familiar with the original. A little bit more saltiness to this one versus the EDT. Still, it actually seems like it's more of an aquatic than the Eau de Toilette was. Kind of maybe like a rosemary kind of thing. Like I'm thinking like a green cooking spice mixed with the marine notes is what makes sense based on what I'm smelling. Of course, with a little bit of citrus, maybe some bergamot or something like that. That little bit of that green spicy element that I'm getting adds a little bit more depth to it versus what I find in the EDT. So yeah, this is just immediately upon the opening, I do think it's a better fragrance than the EDT. So if you like the EDT, you're probably gonna love the Eau de Parfum. Yeah, that's pretty good. Definitely still has that same musky feel as the Eau de Toilette. And I feel like I'm getting like a little soft woody underlay. But all in all, citrus aromatic, a little soapy, saltwater aquatic with like, I'm thinking like a rosemary or something along those lines, like a green cooking spice. So let's see what we got. Let's pull up the notes. Parfumo, Le Sel, d'Issey Eau de Parfum. Parfum's out now? Let me see. Yeah, we got a Parfum came out this year, which I don't have that one yet, so. But here we go. The Eau de Parfum. 7.9 out of 10, 451 ratings, ranked 401 in men's perfume, so it's getting a lot of love. Scent is aquatic fresh. So everything's on screen. Now I see why we got green, because of oak moss, but aquatic, fresh, woody, spicy green. I agree with all of that. Algae, cedarwood, frankincense, amber, oak moss. And what was the original's baseline note profile? Because I think that had the aquatic notes. Salt, ginger, laminaria, whatever that is, vetiver, cedarwood, oak moss. So that salt definitely carries over. I feel like it's saltier than the Eau de Toilette. I do like it. There we got Zodiac Solmaris in the mix. That's a really good clone. This is a little bit denser than Solmaris, Zodiac Solmaris. So I do think this is better than the Paris Corner clone. I think the Paris Corner clone is better than the EDT, but I think the EDP is better than both. Now I'm gonna have to get the Parfum, right? I'm gonna have to. Because I think this is an 8.5 out of 10. This is a great fragrance. I think it's just gonna continue to get better and better as it settles. I'm just in the opening right now. This is just an initial blast, first impressions kind of thing. But I like it. This is gonna go in the rotation this week. Yeah. Le Sel d'Issey Eau de Parfum. First thoughts, initial thoughts. 8.5 out of 10. We'll build upon this in the weekly rotation because I'll wear it at some point this week. Now then, Bleu Astral. The only other one I have is Nuit d'Issey. Is it the Parfum? Is the one I have? No, just the regular one. Got the small bottle, 40 ml. Which I haven't worn that in a long time. It's a very dark, kind of gothic kind of fragrance. I don't really wear that. I got that like 7 years ago or something. I think I got that in like 2019. Long time ago I got that one. Grabbed it at a rack store if I remember correctly. But man, the color of the box is blue. It's like deep royal. Yeah. I have a feeling the bottle's gonna be kind of similar. It's gonna look real good. Because I've seen pictures, but in person I bet it's gonna look real nice. But I like the design of the Issey bottles. Yeah, that's a nice one. That's good looking, because I've always liked the style of the L'Eau d'Issey bottles and Nuit d'Issey, this just general shape to their bottles. And then that kind of has the lines in it and everything with this deep royal translucent glass. Looks good. Is it a big deal? No. But still looks good. Nice contrast that matches the print. Okay. Let's see what we got. Don't want to spray a little? No, I don't need more. That was a whole spray. I don't need more than that to judge it. Ooh, that's very fresh. Oh, that's different. What is that? This one's a little wild. A little wild. And I don't mean it in a challenging way. It's just, it doesn't remind me of anything in particular. It's like, what is that? What is that accord or note? I'm trying to find a way to articulate what I'm smelling. It's like, shit, what's the way to... Almost like... It's going to sound weird. But like if you were to mix nail polish remover and nail polish. Think nail polish realm. With citrus and a little powdery note. Is that weird? I'm trying to figure out the way to describe it. It's strange, but strange in a good way. This is outside the box. This isn't following a trend. This is the kind of shit that guys like me are looking for. Enthusiasts of this space, of this as a hobby. Something very different. Eyebrow raising. This is not a mass appealing fragrance. This is very niche, as in targeted towards a certain perfume consumer. Not just like, oh bro, compliments on God, click my TikTok link, get this mofo right here. It slaps. It slaps. This ain't that fragrance. This ain't that bullshit. This is something different. This is a collection builder to differentiate you from others, to build something different. You're not going to smell like it. This is a guaranteed not going to smell like anyone else kind of fragrance. I respect and enjoy and love when I come across stuff like this. Doesn't mean it's going to be some kind of 10 out of 10 because I don't whore out the 10s. And I don't think it's like a 9.5 or nothing like that. I'm just kind of articulating why I like stuff like this. These wild, kind of strange profiles that it doesn't seem not unwearable and too much of a challenge, but it's not for the entry-level guy just that bought a couple of colognes. May not like this. Palate hasn't matured to wanting and craving the different type of perfumes out there. Because this is a profile you would expect from a niche brand. Not necessarily, or a designer that's daring. Issey and Gucci they're kind of those brands that they'll make the more daring off-the-wall profiles sometimes. The Gucci Guilty line was famous for that for years. They just recently with the elixirs and the absolutes started following like trend, smells like a bunch of other things kind of stuff. For the longest time, they didn't smell like anything else. And a lot of the flankers in the Issey lines are like that too. This being Nuit Issey line in general, definitely being its own thing. This is almost like them making a quote-unquote blue fragrance of this gothic craziness Nuit Issey that I showed earlier. It's getting a bit more tame. I like this. Yeah. This clean right there, man. Yeah. Clean right there, man. Let's pull up these notes. Bleu Astral. B-L-E-U. Bleu. 2017 release. See, it looks cool in a picture. Looks way cooler in person. 7.2 out of 10, 86 ratings. Fresh spicy. So I'll put this on screen. So it's nothing crazy in the notes. I guess it's just whatever notes they're using to create the leather accord in these notes are making it this weird kind of smell. So fresh, spicy, synthetic, woody, citrus. I agree with all that. Lime, coriander, leathery notes, amber, woody notes. Similar to Nuit Issey Parfum. See that? You see Aero CDT? No, it does not smell like that at all. At all. Did I say at all? But what about 20% TLTG? No, at all. How many? 14 people say it does. Now look, am I 4 hours into the fragrance to where it could potentially turn into this? No. But the opening early stages, fuck no. No. Now, again, as it dries, maybe. I don't know until I give it a full wearing. So, in the opening, this looks wild. As it dries down, maybe not. This is a clear no for me. Absolutely conventional with one of those bitter fougere dry downs. I think it smells really bad, period. There you go. Not everybody feels the way I feel. Midnight Blue. In the title, Nuit Issey Bleu Astral is well chosen. This is a lady, by the way. As the eye already creates associations, Bleu Astral evokes thoughts of a starry sky. That's fair. The cover promises vibrant, woody, leathery, a new light in the night. Short and concise, yet the announcements are fulfilled. She likes to write reviews. She's articulate here. Vibrant, thus the night stars buoyantly. She's got a strong vocabulary here. The night starts buoyantly with fresh lime, mild coriander, and one doesn't want to go to bed just yet, quickly slipping into a soft leather jacket and gazing at the gently shining moon that pleasantly illuminates the night. Powdery amber, say a light little powdery hit that I get, hangs in the air, and one strolls along the avenue under the shadowy old trees. The private atmosphere is delightful, and the cozy silence. The great bear stands faithfully in the firmament. This reliability is pleasing. One can stroll back home with peace of mind, a turn to a good book, an unexcited, calm fragrance for late returners and moon gazers. See, that's a real and articulate review. That's the kind of shit that can be helpful and is kind of a fun read for those that truly love the art and they want to they're artistic in themselves. With the way she wrote this, she's artistic. I can respect reviews like this. It's the nonsense that gets a little crazy, but it is getting far more leathery than it was in that opening. The opening was just kind of wild, a little astringent. Again, I was saying like nail polish remover. citrus powder, like this odd combination of things. Now it's becoming more of like a soft black leather, like the leather jacket she was talking about. Makes sense. Just the softest of powder, just a little, like on a scale of 1 to 10 of how powdery, I would say like a 3 out of 10. Just a little bit of powder underneath to where it's detectable. It's just warm enough and it's juicy enough with the lime to where it's, I don't think it's necessarily distinctive lime, but it has a soft citrusy, very watery type of feel underneath that leather accord and that soft powdered amber. I think this is another 8.5 out of 10. This is a great fragrance too. And this one's different. Doesn't remind me of anything else. So that's a huge win in the win column. I like this a lot. While not a daytime high heat, it's 100 degrees outside and humid kind of thing. This is not something I'm going to wear during the day. I'll have to wear this. Maybe I'll wear this to church Sunday. Something like this, something different. Whereas I can rock this during the day. No problem. So 2 8.5s out of 10. 2 really good pickups. 2 really affordable options. Both were super affordable. So, yep, they get the TLTG stamp of approval. So that's my initial thoughts. I'm going to definitely do some wearings this week on both of these. The Celle d'Issey Eau de Parfum, I'm quite the fan. And Bleu Astral, even more a fan in the Nuit d'Issey line. Even though I rated them the same, it's just because this one's a little strange. Good strange. So, yep, links are down below or popped up on screen randomly if you want to check them out. If not, it's all good. I'm just glad you checked out the video. Make sure to like and subscribe before you leave. See you on the next one.